Hello friends, we're doing a Q&A. Get ready with me, get to know me, etc, etc. I have my spooky tumbler, flask, whatever you want to call it, vitamin C, cause #health, and a spooky candle. And it's lit, just so you know. And it says haunted, and it's got a little haunted gaff on it. And the smell is toasted marshmallow. Gorgeous. Anyways, so I put up a little suggestion box or a question box thingy on my Instagram so people could ask questions, and I also put a little post thingy that you do on YouTube, onto YouTube, just so people could ask a few preguntas. So, do you know what? I'll go through some of the questions. It was actually a while ago, so I'll have to find that in my screenshot. Yeah, so, I'll go through those questions, but I'll also just add stuff in there as well, just like as FYIs, just as pieces of information, you know? A nice and easy one to start off with is, do you regret any of your tattoos? The answer, not really. I have a few ones that are like super fine line, that I'm just like, I know they're not gonna fade very well or like age well, but like I knew that when I was getting it, you know, that sort of way. I just got them because I liked them. This is the most hydrating primer ever. It's Fenty Beauty, and it's the pink one. It's soft silk. Oh, it's so nice. I literally do just put it all over my face. I do have quite dry skin anyways. Regret any of my tattoos? No. Like, I don't think there's one that I've gotten that if I could go back I wouldn't get. Yeah. Simple answer, negative. Another question, favourite place you've travelled? So, bit of background information. I went to a good few places, to be fair. I went travelling around Southeast Asia at the beginning of 2017. So I did that for about 3.5 months. This is a little bit wet. Ooh. Anyways, yeah, so I did that for about 3.5 months. So that was literally I had the best time ever. If you're thinking of going traveling, 110% do it. Don't even think twice about it. My favorite place I went to, see, it's hard because like all the countries are so different. Like we went to Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Malaysia, Indonesia. So they're all very, very different. I think the country that has like the most variability in it, if that's the right word to use, like there's so much to do. So I'd probably choose Vietnam as my favorite place. But like, to be honest, they're all unreal. Yeah, I learned a huge amount about their culture and the history, and there's so much to do, and it's a massive country. Like it's so big. We spent a month there. Yeah, it was class. Loved it so much. But like, doesn't mean that the other places that I went to aren't class. Like Borneo was fucking insane. Now, to be fair, I'd been to Borneo before as a kid, but like it was unreal going back as an adult, do you know, that sort of way. Because you kind of, I don't know, you appreciate things more. And you're paying for everything, so you know you've worked hard to get there. And you just remember more, do you know, that sort of way. Side note, I also used to live in Ibiza. So in 2014 and 2015, I lived there for the summer. So I just went over to do a season over there. So that was like my first year. So 2014 was when I finished college. And I remember I did my final exam on a Friday, and then I flew out to Ibiza on the Sunday. Now, it wasn't like, you know, spur of the moment. I had been planning it for months. Yeah, it was unreal. Those are some of the best years of my life. And it's mad because you have nothing. You're so fucking poor. Because like the workers don't get paid very well over there. Oh, it was class. Just literally waking up to sunshine every single day. It's just like, oh, it's just so nice. Love it. Miss it. Wouldn't go back to, you know, do like a party season, but like I defo go back. Like I've gone back on holidays and that. I definitely think I could live there again, but like it just wouldn't be the kind of crazy party thing that I did. If that makes sense. Again, if you're thinking of ever like living abroad and you're on two minds about it, just fucking do it. That living abroad changed me like for the better. Now don't get me wrong, I still suffer with terrible anxiety. But my God, it helped so much with my anxiety. I can't explain it, it just did. Just my confidence and like being able to actually cope in situations. It helped, and I don't know why and I don't know how and I can't explain it, but it just did. So if you're thinking about doing it, just do it. Sorry, back to the real questions. Oh yeah, what do you do for work? So I actually work in the biopharma industry. And I've been in that industry for 5.5 years. Primarily manufacture drugs to treat cancer, but it's not limited to that. Yeah, so my first 4 years I was on shift, which, you know, learned so much, and I enjoyed it at the time, to be fair, except for like the last year. I was just like, I was so done. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. So it was 24/7 shift, so you do days and then you do nights. Now the max you'd ever do in a row is 3 shifts, but they were 12-hour shifts, you know, that sort of way. And you were constantly going between days and nights, and you might have like 2 days, or you might have 3 days off, but it wasn't like do a week of days and then some time off and then a week of night. Very tough on the L system. Ooh. And it's mad because it wasn't until I came off shift that I was just like, I realised like how much it was affecting my life. Like I was just constantly exhausted. I was constantly, not like, I wouldn't say I was constantly in a bad mood, but I could get irritated very, very easily. I was definitely more impatient, and you know, your diet isn't as good. You're eating more kind of sugary foods to try and stay awake, and then even like when you get up, if you get up after a night shift, you're trying to get back into a normal routine because you're getting ready to go in for a day shift in a few days, and you're just exhausted that day. So then you're eating like sugary sweets and takeaways, and you're too tired to make food, and oh, it's tough going. It's tough going. But like, you know what, some people absolutely love it. They've been on it for years and they swear by it, and the money's good. It absolutely is. Yeah, it's not for everyone. But yeah, I've been on a kind of a day roll now for the last, it'll be 2 years in March. That went fast. It's just so nice having routine. I'm so grateful. Like all the time, I'm just like, I sleep really well. Like I get like minimum 7 to 8 hours sleep a night, and I can actually cope. But yeah, I've always been in the manufacturing department, and I think I'll always stay in the manufacturing department. The degrees that I have, my undergrad was genetics and cell biology. So did that 2010 to 2014. And then obviously I moved to Ibiza. Not obviously, but as I was saying. And I remember, I'll tell you now, it's not that I hated my undergrad, I just found it extremely stressful. Like extremely stressful. But like, 1, did not have any coping mechanisms. And 2, I cared so much about doing really, really well. But I also did not want to jeopardize my social life. And I also had 2 jobs. So it was pretty fucking stressful. Anyways, I remember when I finished, I was like, I will never, ever, 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 ever go back to college. And lo and behold, I went back and did a master's. So, but like it was years in between them. I started my master's at September 2019 and then graduated 2 years after that because I did a part-time. So if you do a full-time, it's a year, and if you do a part-time, it's 2 years. So I did that while I was working full-time, which in itself was challenging. Again, like it's just one of them things, like you just have to, other things are getting compromised, you know, that sort of way. Like your social life, you're even like having the time to cook a meal. Like I remember it got to a point where like I just wasn't cooking. I'd either do takeaways, or like Eve was helping with the cooking, or I'd make like the simplest of food. But it was good because the masters, sorry, I think I said what I did for my undergrad, genetics and cell biology. But then my master's was in bioprocess engineering. By the way, I got first class honours. That's all I'm saying. If you're not new here, you absolutely already know that, because I haven't stopped going on about it for the last, when did I get my results? Oh, for the last year. Yeah, it's been non-stop. But you know, like, you gotta celebrate. Anyways, that's enough about me education. Would I go back? No, I wouldn't go back and do like a PhD or anything like that. Favorite holiday of the year? Halloween. Going to Salem this year. And like, I'm just so excited. I can't believe I've actually waited this long in my life to go. Not to worry, not to fret. Okay, eyeshadow, thinking naranja. Bit of the El Naranja. Hello, baby. Oh, one of the questions was about my dog. I think it was just to tell us more about your puppy. Can you tell us more about your pupper, please? Absolutely. I absolutely can do that. Love my dog, obsessed with her. Her name is Nala. She's a boxer. She's a brindle boxer. We got her in 2012. And so that makes her, we got her as like literally, she was a couple of weeks old. She's from a puppy farm. It's not a, it's, why do you keep smelling there? I'm actually talking about you on my channel. Do you want to say hello? Oh, my battery's low. Anyways, so Nala is 11 years old in December. We got her literally a couple of weeks old. She was in an awful, sorry, put this back there. She was in an awful state. She was extremely, sorry, that's kind of zoomed, isn't it? Oh no, that's zoomed. Yeah, she was extremely skinny. Like, she was emaciated. Well, no, she wasn't emaciated, but she was extremely underweight. And she had worms in her lungs. She had so many issues. She had a little cold. Oh my God, have you ever heard a dog have a cold? It's so cute, but it's also really sad. Like, it literally sounds like they've got a little like snuffly nose. Like, you can hear the liquid moving. It's so sad, it's so cute. Anyways, she's in a good home now. She was bought for us, and yeah, don't buy pets from a puppy farm. Don't do it. Just don't do it. They're not treated very well. Anyways, that's Nala. She is crazy. She's definitely a little bit more tame now. I think my battery's gonna go any second. She's a little bit more tame now, and just because she's in her older age, but like, you wouldn't know by being around her that she was 11. Most dogs at like 11 are just way more calmer, but because she's a boxer, she's just crazy and she's the best. Anyways, she has a skin allergy. Oh no, it's not skin allergy, she has like a skin condition. It's like a dermatitis, eczema type thing, so she gets really itchy. We have to give her an injection every month. Muy expensivo. So yeah, and she has to have like special food because they can't be like, her food can't be like really high in protein, so like she can't have eggs and stuff like that. Jesus, the smell out of her if she has eggs, it's like it just goes straight through her. Oh my God, she used to fart so much, like literally up until about, I'd say about 2 years ago, not even, she would fart excessively, like I'd say every 15 minutes. It was really bad. So pungent as well. God love her. What else? Oh, she's a reactive dog. God love her. She doesn't like the other mantras. Very sad, but we are training her, but it's a very, very slow progress. 1 step forward, sometimes 2 steps back, or 4 steps back. Anyways, that's her. I'm trying to think, is that everything? I'm really nervous because my battery's gonna go. Okay, we're back in business. I've had a charging, sorry, my chair is still squeaking. I've had it charging for about half an hour, so let's see how long it lasts. I put a little bit of the old highlighter on. You can see it on my nose. That looks so good. Okay, back to the old preguntas. What made you start your YouTube channel and what keeps you here? Muy bien. Okay, what made you start your YouTube channel? I've actually always loved making videos, and I've been wanting to actually like post them online for so long, but I was too afraid to. I was just like afraid that people wouldn't watch, or that like people would think what I've put out there is shit, but like I actually don't care. And it wasn't until like I had my first relapse that I just kind of stopped caring. It was weird. It was a weird moment in my life. That's kind of where it started. I always liked making videos, but I was too afraid to post it. Then I had my first relapse and I was just like, fuck this, don't care, I'm just gonna post whatever I want. So that's when, so I only started July last year, and I'm so glad I did. I love it. What keeps me here, I just adore it. I love making videos, and I love just making it on random stuff. Like, I don't have a particular trend or niche or whatever. It's just anything about me. MS videos, tattoo videos, get ready with me, vegan stuff, Halloween stuff, traveling, etc, etc. Yeah, it's just something I love, so gonna continue doing that. Other information about me: I was diagnosed with MS August of 2021, so just a little over a year ago. Boo! I have other MS related videos on my page if you want to check it out if you're new here. I have 46 tattoos. That's pretty impressive, and I absolutely will be getting more. Love tattoos, love them, but I will say they're getting worse, as in pain wise. I think they're getting sore and sore every time I get them. I'm not sure if I'm moving on to sore parts of my body that are getting tattooed, or I'm just not able for it anymore. Either way, it's not going to stop me. I don't think. A little bit yellow. I have no idea what I'm doing. One of my favourite things to do is go for coffee. I'm not even like ashamed that that's what excites me these days. Like, I've done a lot of partying in my days. You know, I don't like going out on nights out. I don't like going out to get drunk. I mean, like, I'm occasional. I'm partial to it, and I do it occasionally. But mainly if I'm on my holidays. Do you know, that sort of way? Like, I'd never go out in Dublin for a night out. I wouldn't be like, oh, Saturday night out. No, that's old Jessie. She's not available anymore. Yeah, I love going for coffee, and I don't mean like Starbucks coffee. I mean like independent brands, little trailers. And I love going for food. Oh my god, I love trying new vegan food as well. And like, Dublin is actually unreal for vegan restaurants these days. So that's another one of my favorite things to do. Eating good vegan food and going for coffee. Just love it. My go-to coffee order is a coconut latte. That's it. Just coconut milk, just latte. No caramel syrups or any other syrups. No sugars added. Yeah. Love coconut milk. Unreal. I've been vegan for about 4 years, and it wasn't like, I didn't have like an official date of transitioning, if you will. I was veggie. No, I was pescatarian. Then I was veggie. I was always not really eating dairy. One, I didn't really like it. Hate milk, hate butter, hate cream. Always have. Like, since I was a kid, I never drank milk. Even in like cereal and stuff, I'd have to drain the milk off the spoon. Or sometimes I would just eat it dry. But what else? Oh yeah, so I was always like avoiding dairy. But then I also, it was weird because I grew an intolerance to it. So like I couldn't have it then in things as well. So like even like chocolate and stuff, it was becoming a bit of an issue. So I had cut it out at that stage. And then I went off eggs, and I was like, oh, well, like, I'm practically a vegan now. So may as well just keep going. And I don't know if I'm going to be vegan forever. I love being vegan. I really, really do. I'm so much healthier since going vegan. And it's not to say like I eat unreal healthy food all the time, like, because you can eat a lot of junk food when you're vegan, especially nowadays because it's so easy and readily available. Now, it's not cheap or anything, but like, you can be unhealthy. Yeah, I've just grown to love vegetables so much more, eat more fruit, like, compared to when I was eating meat. But like, my diet was so bad back then. My god, you wouldn't even believe it. I don't know if I'll always not eat eggs. Like, at the moment I still can't. I don't think I could bring myself to eat one. Like, if I had my own chickens, maybe. But maybe when I'm older, I don't know. At the moment, I'm like, I like being vegan, and I don't miss eggs that much. Only sometimes when I see my mum, because my mum when she fries eggs, she makes them real crispy. Like, the white bit goes real crispy, and then the yolk is real runny, and I'm like, that looks good. But other than that, like, I don't think I could ever eat meat again. Like, it genuinely turns my stomach. I can't. Even sometimes when I look at it, if other people are eating it, I'm like, it's flesh. It's so, it's weird how I didn't love meat, but I loved chicken, as in like KFC chicken, not like chicken fillets and roast chicken and stuff. Like, I would eat it because it was the norm, but yeah, I actually can't remember what I was saying. Anyways, yeah, don't miss meat, so don't think I'd ever eat it again. And oh yeah, so it kind of makes me feel like bleh when I see it. So let's see what else is on here. What else we have? Who are your influencers? Oh, so like influencers that I like, I guess. So I mainly follow influencers, content creators on YouTube. So my favorite YouTubers, will say, Sophie Hannah, love her, I think she's class. Yeah, like, she's kind of like fashion, lifestyle, hair, beauty, but she's unreal. Like, she makes like her Halloween makeup, costumes, whatever way you want to look at it, she puts in so much effort, and she gets, like, every year, I don't even know how she comes up with the ideas. She's unreal at it. Yeah, I just think she's unreal. So she would be one of my favorite YouTubers. Love Treacle Tats. If you know, you know. If you're into tattoos, you probably know her, and if you don't know her, go check her out. She's unreal. She does loads of tattoo related content. That would be mainly her genre, her niche, if you will. She does the odd vlogs here and there, but it's predominantly tattoo related content, and it's class. She just seems so lovely. Thoroughly enjoy her content. Jade the Libra, because she's fucking class. I just love that she's obsessed with Halloween, spooky season, anything spooky related, and she's just hilarious. Who else? Lisa, I don't know how to pronounce her surname. I'll put it on the screen or I'll leave a link below. Yeah, just find her content is relaxing to watch. She seems so chill. Love her hair. She always has deadly braids. Her fashion is unreal. Yeah, she just seems like a cool girl. Keela Moncrief, I watch a lot of her stuff. I just love that she doesn't give a fuck. Simple as. I watch Pomsey. I don't know if you know Pomsey. He is mainly does Las Vegas content, and he has his own channel for like, you know, staying in certain rooms and hotels and reviewing them, but he also has another account for just playing the slots, which are very addictive. So yeah, like his content. Same with Ruby Travels, I think, again based in Vegas. All the Vegas YouTubers are like, they're just super knowledgeable and so handy to watch if you're going to Vegas. Also Jessie Barry. She's class. Also, if you've come this far in the video, you may as well just hit that like button and subscribe. Okay, making progress with the old makeup. Let's see, what else do we got? I love buying secondhand clothes, love going vintage shopping. It just makes me so happy, like how random it is in what you find. Majority of people aren't going to have what you have. You've no idea where the item has come from. Like, you just don't know the history. It just makes me so, it's just so exciting. Also, better for the owl environment. But like, at the same time, it's not always economical for people, because buying secondhand, vintage, etc. in Ireland, it's expensive. Sometimes I do be watching American people going thrifting. I don't know why I did that, because that's literally what they're doing. And they're like, oh my god, this t-shirt is $7. That is too expensive. And I'm like, that over here is like €40. Do you know what I mean? Now I get it, like, it's probably, all our stuff has probably come from over there, and just, there's costs of getting stuff over, but like, if only you knew. If only you knew. My favourite colour is orange. What else? I used to do hip hop and breakdancing as a kid. I actually did hip hop adult classes as well, but then I injured my leg in work and I couldn't go back. I did tap dancing for a year as an adult, but then COVID hit. Had to stop. Did pole dancing as well, maybe about a year and a half. Well, one time was about half a year, and then another time was a year and a half. But I was doing it while I was on shift work, and I was just so exhausted, so tired, so weak all the time. So it was pointless, like I was getting nowhere. Do you know the sort of way? I just didn't even have the energy to practice. I didn't have the strength to even, like, when we'd be warming up in class and stuff, I was like, this is so difficult. So, and it's also extremely painful. Like, I don't know if I have like super sensitive skin, but like it was unbearable. Like, to the point where I'd nearly have tears in my eyes. It'd be so, the pinching of the skin, I couldn't cope with it. Wasn't able, lads. Jesus, what other information do we have about myself? I had a really bad leg injury before in 2017, where a steel barrier went up into my leg and punctured my skin, and then I had to get debridement done, and I had to have this like vacuum attached to my leg, which then attached to like a bag, and I had to carry it around with me, and I then had to have a skin graft to heal it. That was a very dark moment in my life, to say the very least. Very traumatic. Very traumatic. Still have the hole in my leg. Well, it's not a hole, it's just like a dent. See? There. Never. It's not that it never healed, because that is obviously healed, but I'll never get that piece of skin back. I'll never get that part of my leg back. But loads of people are like, oh my god, say it's a shark bite. Like, you'd be actually surprised the amount of people that said that to me. Oh my god, it looks like a shark bite, or say that it's a shark bite. I happened in a nightclub, and the nightclub took no accountability for us. Shock. One of my favourite places to go actually on holidays is Brighton, which is kind of funny because it's just the UK, but I actually love the UK. I would like to live in the UK at one stage. How many times have I said UK in that sentence? Yeah, I'd like to live in London, but it's just, it's not achievable. What else? Other jobs that I had before the job that I'm in now. I used to work for Ryanair. That's traumatic. Very, very traumatic place. I worked as a waitress for like 5.5 years. that was like my part-time job while I was in college. I also used to work for a football club, taking in money, giving out tickets. I was on the turnstiles, if you know what I mean. What else did I do? Worked in retail. Nope, not for me. Worked in banking. Not for me. Then I had my jobs when I was in Ibiza, which was like ticket selling and then promoting and stuff, which was obviously unreal. Loved it, but like not sustainable. You can't make a living off it. But it got you by. It got you by at the time. Should we leave it there? Is that enough information about me? I love festivals. If you've seen my Instagram, you'll know that. But I just can't go to the Irish festivals anymore because they are very young. And I just can't deal with the young crowd. I just can't. But yes, I do thoroughly enjoy festivals, and I think next year is going to be, I'm just going to go all out, I think. Because I said kind of this year I might do it, but I was still a bit fragile with MS and like changing treatments and stuff, so I only did one. My battery's low again. So yeah, I think I'm going to go all out next year. I'm going to try go to Glastonbury as well, but like, am I going to get a ticket? I have no idea. But we're going to try. Go to as many as I can. Anyways, I'm going to go because my battery's dying and I've got other shit to do, okay? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Any other questions, leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, let me know if you've enjoyed this video. That's all. Going to a pumpkin patch tomorrow, which I will be vlogging, so stay tuned for that. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye!